defending, I think, and like.
Hey, 6 of the best. Arsenal 6, West Ham 0. The bubbles got burst. We did what we did. Irons, forget all of that, dead. And it was a dream return finally to the London Stadium for Declan Rice. I know he didn't celebrate. I know he's conflicted, and all of those sort of things there. But he scored. He got some assists, becoming the all-action midfielder. Now, where do we start? First and foremost, you have to be gracious in victory and defeat. West Ham, the last time they won in the league was against us. That tells you how terrible they've been. They got drummed against Manchester United. They've been absolutely... there's no superlatives. They've been destroyed, simply put, against Arsenal. But they're a massive club, loyal fan base. They didn't deserve that. And, I do think there needed to be a bit of pride on the shirt for the fans that could actually bear to sit and continue watching the game. I would say Bowen's the only one, and Alvarez in the first half. Bowen, only one with a bit of heart, Could have nutmeg Kirill 1-2 times, but would you want nutmeg or 3 points or 6 goals? And Kirill even had an encouraging cameo. Now, because so much happened in the game, I don't know where you start. I'm happy that we've had 12 points available from 4 games. We've taken all 12. It's starting to look positive around Arsenal. I don't think we're winning the league and all of that sort of stuff. But if you are to have any hope, you need to win your games, go on a run. There's not too many margins for error now with City and Liverpool. On that, we saw both of them as well as Spurs obviously win their game. So we knew we needed to handle business. We knew that, it's irrelevant beating Liverpool if you go and lose to West Ham with their form and stuff like that. They're there for the taking. And it's also nice because they've had our number the last 3 games previously, away last season. And it's nice to see Saka actually score this penalty. But away last season in the league and where we were better than them and we lost. And obviously in the League Cup. Now, for me, I did think initially in the first couple of stages, you could see they were going to not just counter-attack, but they could be dangerous on the counter-attack with Kudus and Bowen. They were trying to press us high. They were trying to match us. And I think we started well. I think for the first 20-odd minutes, I think we started well. We had the majority of the ball. We were controlling proceedings. We were in their box a lot more. Raya didn't really have anything to do throughout the game. But at that period, I think where the game was won or lost in hindsight was, I think, minute 32, Saliba's obviously scored his header. And other than that, for what I've called for Arsenal to do, which I think should have been done against Wolves and against Brighton, we smelt blood. We went in for the kill, and there was a quick flurry of goals. I can't even lie. I don't even know where we would start. He even got the second. Was it Gabriel? Both our centre backs didn't have defending to do. They said, you know what, we'll try and score some goals. And Gabriel, I don't know what, collectively, we've turned our form around since we've left Dubai. I don't know what's happened to us in a positive way in Dubai. I don't know what Gabriel was doing in training in Dubai, but he is one of the highest scoring centre backs in the league and does typically get some goals. But since Dubai, in this little period that we've been in now, Big Gabriel can't stop scoring. Would have been nice for Kai to have Arts Off Topic to get on the score sheet. Would have been nice for Martinelli as well. But I would say literally from minute 32 to about minute 46, excluding added on time, in that however many minutes, that's where it was won or lost because we smelt blood. We was like lions in the jungle and there was prey. We went there and we were ferocious and stuff. And we played with a swagger today as well, man. It was like Arsenal of last season, if I'm honest, in an attacking sense. So we smelt blood and then we just kept going. And obviously, it was nice for me as well to say, because it shows that we can score ugly goals, we can score beautiful goals. Obviously, it's poetic that we work on set pieces. Everyone knows we're one of the best teams at exploiting that, and we was able to take advantage. Like Declan Rice did today, what we probably thought Ward-Prowse would be on really and truly. Again, the one criticism, it's not even a criticism, but it would have been nice to have got 7. It would have been nice for there, I think early doors, Trossard had a volley. Then in the second half, early doors, he could have scored. Saka could have had a hat trick if he could header, but you can't have it all, people, really and truly. So it's obviously nice to see Saliba kick things off. With my notes, I guess, Saka scored second. I could be wrong, but that was a lovely ball from Trossard, man of the match for me. Declan Rice, baller. Benjamin White, baller. Kirill, encouraging cameo. Centre backs, mustard. Martin Odegaard, mustard today. Martin Odegaard, amazing today. I think Trossard was superb in that false 9 role before he even scored. And it's a sexy ball over the top for Bukayo Saka. You can see the man's onside. I don't know why offside and VAR is getting involved. That was some of the best defending I saw today. Obviously, Saka's taking the penalty. A year ago, he missed that. He converts. It's 2-0. As we know, 2-0 is a dangerous scoreline. I'm happy we got the first because obviously I think we deserved that and we needed to get that going into halftime. Where the period in question that I'm talking about, I was a bit nervous because that's typically where we shoot ourselves in the foot. And I couldn't tell you what happened with West Ham. It is probably a bunch of things, you know, naiveties, down in tool, switching off, no pride in the shirt, all of that. But I don't care. Either way, we're 2-0 up. As you lot know, 2-0 is a dangerous scoreline. You know, you're away from home, they get one, fans behind them. It gets like that. We've seen that before, really. So it's lovely to see that we went and got a third, man. Declan Rice with another assist. Shout out to Trossard for actually winning the free kick. You know, and nicely to get the third. Then obviously we've got the fourth, and we're laughing at halftime. Really, that is, we should have put a lot of teams to bed like that. Even the Sheffield United game where we won 5-0, I believe, we should have put them to bed in this manner in the first. In the second half, it's just a case of being respectful to West Ham. You know, obviously grown men getting battered, negative form. Pride is going to start coming out, and you could see even Kudus with a couple of kicks. You know, his club form's terrible. Ghana went out of the AFCON. I understand why he's stressed out, really and truly, because he thought he was playing against Zinchenko today and was going to get highlights and do his stupid little billboard celebration. It's all love to the Ghanaians and Kudus, but lovely at halftime that we've gone 4-0 up. You know, it's obviously lovely that Saka's got a second. Why are you letting Saka run to his left foot? I don't know. Odegaard, magician today, you know, dictated the tempo, controlled proceedings. Like there's no superlatives for how Martin Odegaard played today. He was absolutely amazing. So it's nice to see he got an assist. Lovely to see Bukayo Saka makes it 5. Declan Rice from range. You know, I did say he's scoring today. People check the watch along. I did say he's bagging. And I did like the build-up play with that. I'm sure Benjamin White and Martinelli are involved. I don't know what happened with Martin Odegaard and Trossard, but they both missed the ball. Declan Rice has hit it, and now you see Declan Rice taking corners, causing problems from set pieces. Obviously, he's got a strike on him and has a habit of that. He's becoming a more complete midfielder, and he's someone, in my opinion, that should get 10 goals all comps and as many assists as you can, definitely if you're on set pieces. So, you know, it was great today. We got a clean sheet. We scored 6 goals. You know, I think we had 12 shots on target. We scored 6 goals. So we converted 50% of proceedings. We were ruthless. It helps with the goal difference. Most importantly, we won the game and the form continues. So, yeah, man, we smelt blood. We went in for the kill. We were ruthless. Arteta got his tactics spot on. Benjamin White asking to invert a bit more. It appeared that Kyrgios was kind of playing like more of a traditional fullback. I think Kai Havertz did okay. Obviously, in comparison to Declan Rice and Odegaard, they were levels above you. Trossard, amazing. Saka, amazing. Martinelli, decent. But you and Havertz, I think you could have done a bit better. Kyrgios, encouraging cameo. So it's lovely, really and truly, to exploit that. And that's where the game was won and lost. Even at halftime, they had 1 shot, none on target, and 1 corner, 28% of the ball, and 132 passes. We had 337 passes, 72%, of possession to their 28, 15 shots, 7 on target, and 4 goals. Who's complaining? Come the end of the game now, people, if you give me a second. You know, we had 25 shots, 12 on target, 71% of the ball, 6 corners. And obviously we scored 6 goals and got the clean sheet. So it's lovely. We enjoyed tonight. As in the same vein, you know, we went to Nottingham Forest, we beat Crystal Palace. Fantastic to beat Liverpool. Dealt with West Ham, who have been somewhat of our bogey team in the last 18 months. We enjoy today. We make sure that this stays. We keep going, and then tomorrow it stops, and we focus on Burnley. You know, we're missing the Emirates for a while. We know February and March is a very interesting period. We've got Burnley, we've got Brentford, we've got Chelsea, we've got Man City away. Porto games are sandwiched in between. And I'd say the only bad thing about this game is the backdrop. Once you get beyond how good we were and all of that sort of stuff, you know, going into the game, there was obviously no Smith Rowe. Apparently twisted his ankle. Jesus ain't playing. Zinchenko's not there. Partey's been a long-term absentee this season. Not quite sure what happened to Tomiyasu. I thought Tomiyasu would play, and obviously it all worked out, but he was the one going into the game. Kudus, I wanted him. So that's probably the only thing that's a dampener. You know, Arteta's come out and said we've got one of the finished squads and all of that. And we've seen that narrative play out many a time, one time too many where else was concerned. But we enjoy it today. We keep up the pace. There'll be many twists and turns, bumps and bruises. But, you know, same way losing can be infectious. You know, West Ham can't buy 3 points. There was a point where we couldn't buy a win. You know, we started the year crazy. I think the performance in the FA Cup when we lost to Liverpool is obviously disappointing because we're out, but that was a turning point. That was a bit of encouragement, you know. And when you put win and you change things and you do what you're doing, the narrative around the club starts to change. I'm saying Arsenal are going to win it, but go back to December is crazy. So let's keep going. Let's turn this 12 points into 15 against Burnley and keep it moving, really and truly. You can't say coulda, woulda, shoulda. Football is a funny old game, really. And more time it's the games where we're a bit nervous that we come out and do very well, like Liverpool and West Ham. The games we should be winning, like Fulham away and relatively Fulham at home, this is where we shoot ourselves in the foot, and we need to stop that. If we are to win a league, there isn't too many opportunities or windows to fail. Again, I don't want to jump the gun, but you have to probably imagine, you know, you can only probably afford to drop points to City, which is probably unsustainable. Obviously, things will play out in a different light. So, yeah, man, we won the game. I'm a happy guy. Make sure you smash the like button, you comment and let me know your thoughts on the man of the match, on the collective and individual performance, what this means going forward, etc., etc. So, yeah, thank you for listening to my thoughts. Check out the rest of the content. One love.
So it's always just that.
Actually, when defending.
I think it's like